Myles was a 4-star prospect and one of the top recruits coming out of Michigan. He was listed as a 6-foot, 185-pound safety, but you know how it goes in high school. The top player always plays multiple positions, and he could do a little bit of everything. He was a highly regarded recruit that was committed to Arkansas and was supposed to sign there in the most recent class. Everything was looking great for this young man. It appeared that he was going to go to Arkansas, have a great career, and maybe get to the NFL. But what if I told you this same person, the 4-star recruit, the outstanding football player, was also being accused of operating a carjacking ring? Yes, that's right, you heard me correctly. He was being accused of some serious legal allegations. And maybe the craziest part about all of this, as to when I'm currently making this video and probably when you're watching it, this entire legal situation is still going on. Why is that important to our story? Because out of nowhere, instead of signing with Arkansas, he signed with an FCS school that goes by the name of Campbell. It's not every day you see a 4-star recruit flip commitment from Arkansas or any D1 school to a FCS program. Of course, this didn't lay under the radar. Everybody had a ton of questions, and there's many rumors going around that Arkansas even pulled his offer. You also had some trying to say he just flipped commitments and wanted to go to a different school. But then there's this question we have to answer. On his Twitter account for the past couple of months, he's posted about how he loves Arkansas and he can't wait to get there. But then in the past most recent week, he's blocked a ton of Arkansas fans. That's left a lot of people with some questions, and then to go even a step farther, 48 hours before signing day, he deactivated his account. He even changed the name to that account to quote-unquote Ghost. I've covered a lot of stories in my YouTube career, but this one's gotta be up there with the best. This is the bizarre story of Myles Rouser. What's good, y'all? Before we get into this video, if you guys want to see more stories or videos like this, it's real simple. Just leave a like and subscribe, and that lets me know you want to see more. If you don't leave a like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. I gotta give credit where credit is due. One of you messaged me on Instagram and said, "Yo, what's up? Big fan of your videos because you post more videos than my English teacher posts assignments. But anyways, you have to do a video on the situation with Myles Rouser." I had no idea whatsoever about this situation until you told me about it, so hey, I really appreciate that. And if you guys have any recommendations or video ideas, feel free to send it to me on Instagram. Thank you to my man Carson for the video idea. I really appreciate you. And when he told me all that, I thought it was interesting, so I did some digging and I've done my research the past couple of days. And man, oh man, let's just say, you guys are in for a treat. You already know, to get into this story, we gotta throw it all the way back to where things started. Just like any 4 or 5-star recruit, he was an absolute beast at the high school level, and he was dominating the competition. He wasn't one of those guys who blew up in his most recent year. He was always regarded as one of the best. He even got his first Division I offer in 2018. And he's in the class of 2022, so he was either in 8th or 9th grade when he got that offer. And after that first offer, the rest of them started to pour in. He got offers from every major D1 team in the country, including Alabama. Fast forward in time, eventually, when it was all said and done for his high school career, he was ranked as a 4-star recruit, the 4th best player coming out of Michigan, and the 20th best safety in his class. Let's skip ahead in the timeline to where things really start to get interesting. Late in 2020, he picked up offers from Alabama and Purdue. In early 2021, he picked up offers from Arizona, Arkansas, and Virginia. Arkansas officially offered him on February 2nd in 2021. He would then commit to Arkansas on March 28th in 2021. After that commitment in March, he would visit the school in June, and he liked it, and he stayed committed to Arkansas for exactly 1 year up until February 2nd, 2022, he decommitted. This was a major red flag, and there was some stuff leading up to it we're going to talk about. Red flag number 1, and it's really 2 red flags, is that on his Twitter for the past year, he's been hyping up Arkansas and tweeting a bunch of stuff about him like any normal recruit. I'm not around this guy every day, so I'm not sure how he really felt, but from the tweets, it appeared that he was ready to go there and that he was committed 100%. I would love nothing more than to show you the tweets, but however, he has made his Twitter private and nobody can look at him. That's red flag number 2 that I'm talking about. Is that not weird when you make your Twitter private and you're a college football player? Especially with the name, image, and likeness going on, that's how you brand yourself on social media. Don't you want your fans to follow you? Kind of strange if you had to ask me. And he was also blocking Arkansas fans like it was nothing. I even heard rumors that he blocked over 100 people. With all this nonsense going on leading up to signing day, to make things even weirder and more strange, 48 hours before signing day, he deleted his Twitter account. I think we can all agree that is fairly odd. What do recruits like to do on signing day? They go on Twitter and Instagram and announce their signing or commitment. Something was fishy and something wasn't adding up. Nothing was adding up and nobody knew what to think about this. That was up until the reports came out about the serious legal allegations going on with Myles Rouser. On November 12th in 2021, a news outlet in Detroit, Michigan, which is ironically where Myles Rouser is from, came out with a statement in a news story that is somewhat vital to our situation. The news story stated that 5 people were arrested and accused of operating carjacking rings in the metro area of Detroit. The 5 suspects that were arrested are between the ages of 16 and 25, and that's what Myles Rouser is, between those ages. From what I gathered in all the research I did, Myles was not arrested that night, but he's believed to be involved and in connection with a lot of these carjackings. They just haven't caught him. The Detroit police said there's been 3 happened in the city and 7 carjackings total, and there's currently an investigation going on. Whether you like it or not, you're innocent until proven guilty, and Myles Rouser hasn't been proven guilty, so therefore he's innocent. I want to make this very clear. Just because he's being accused of these accusations and they think he's behind it or he's involved with it some shape or form, it doesn't mean it's true and it's happened. I'm not telling this story and I'm not trying to sit up here and paint this dude as a bad person. I'm just telling you what's going on. Here's what I am saying. There's many people out there who firmly believed he's involved with all of this. You may be sitting there asking, yo Matt, why do they believe that? And I'm getting there. The news story and the headlines going on is that a 4-star flipped his commitment from Arkansas to go to an FCS program. But however, a lot of people close to Arkansas are saying that they pulled the offer. He didn't decommit. Look, I understand Reddit's not a reliable source, but I thought this was interesting and I'm going to read it out to you. This person stated at the halfway point, the staff was hoping that his legal situation would be resolved one way or another by now, but it was not, and they're not willing to risk losing the scholarship again like they did with Cottrell Wallace in Pittman's first class. If you don't know what happened with Cottrell Wallace, I'm not going to go over it, you can look it up, basically the same thing. To make a long story short, it was a guy that couldn't stay out of trouble. For example, let's look at this tweet. 4-star defensive back Myles Rouser has flipped from Arkansas to Campbell. Rouser was the number 4 player in Michigan and had offers from Alabama, Michigan, Florida, and Notre Dame, among others. I mean this in the most respectful way possible. Do you really think he flipped his commitment? In my opinion, and I could be wrong, but I believe that he went where he could. I'm going to emphasize this and say it again. I could be totally wrong. Maybe Campbell is his dream school and he feels like he can get to the NFL from there. But in my opinion, I just don't see that being the case. Here's what I think happened. Was he involved with the carjacking? I have no idea. I'm not from Michigan. I haven't been following his story, but it appears that there's some connection or he's somehow being linked to it, right? We can agree on that. Whether he did it or not, he's being in discussion about it and his name's being brought up into the whole case. And as a D1 program like Arkansas, Notre Dame, or Alabama, you don't want those problems coming to your university. Your university, that's kind of a tongue twister. Sorry if I fumbled my words. I believe with all those allegations going on, you had Arkansas staff have a meeting or whatever you want to call it and say, hey, it's not a good look for the program. Let's just pull the offer. And then next thing you know, all the other D1 schools, they're pulling their offers, and then you're stuck with going to a rehab program like a D3 school or an FCS school. The best way to describe it is Last Chance U, a school where players either A, didn't have the grades, or B, couldn't stay out of trouble, they go to. I'm wishing this kid the best of luck. You can hate on him all you want. If you're an Arkansas fan, you can say bad things about him. That's just not who I am. I hope he didn't do any of these things, and even if he did, I'm not going to criticize him too much because I'm not perfect myself and I'm in no position to do that stuff. I'm going to end the video off by saying this, and even some of you can take this advice. And even me, I try to take my own advice sometimes. Every day you wake up is a new day and a new opportunity to turn your life around and be a better version of yourself. Just because you did some bad things, it doesn't define you. What will define you is if you continue to do those bad things or change your habits. The best part about Myles' story is that it's not over. He can continue to write it. He can go to Campbell, ball out, maybe go back to Arkansas or another D1 school and get to the NFL. It's all up to him. The beauty about life is that your life, it's a book, and you get to write every page and every chapter. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you know anything, feel free to inform me and others in the comment section. But with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, do that nice stuff. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.